Welcome to Foxy's Art Box. So every once in a while, it's important to rearrange spaces. So let me give you a tour of what we've been doing lately. So this right here is my primary workspace. This is the formal Foxy's Art Box den. I like to have quite a bit of an inspiration around. But here's the art desk with all its paint. Lots of supplies. My computer, aka the beast down there. The workbench, and this has actually changed because I used to have the airbrush compressor down there and the airbrush over here. I have actually since changed that, and I'll show you where that's ended up now. Again, more inspiration. It's nice to have horse models, you know, to make sure you get the proportions correct. I have different stuff underneath the bench than what used to be. My Cricut used to be here, but it isn't anymore. And again, I'll show you where all that has gone. Where I take my nice fun photos in my shot box. Box collection, of course. Some of the dog stuff because, well, yeah, they live here too. Hi, Aries. How's it going, bud? And so, with that, that's the main area where I do a lot of my finishing type work. So now, let's go downstairs to the shop area. At the bottom of the basement stairs, we go into the formal shop area, I suppose you'd say. Project that I'm working on. So here's an area that I've shown before. This hasn't changed a whole lot. This part hasn't. This is where I've got all of my resin casting materials, complete with ventilated spray booth. Not a whole lot has changed in this department. This is pretty much stayed as it is. But where we have some changes is here. So the Snapmaker, which is the taller machine in the back, used to be on this table, and we had a whole bunch of other stuff on that table. So we've moved the Snapmaker back, and this is my newest. This is a CO2 laser. I haven't quite finished getting this taken care of. It is hooked up to the computer. It's all set and ready to go. I just need to finish the calibration and such on it. This is a much more powerful machine, and there's a possibility that damage could be done with it if I'm not careful. Less of a case with the wattage on the diode laser that comes with the Snapmaker. So this is a 3D printer and a CNC machine, which we haven't used a whole lot yet, but we've definitely used the laser engraving. We still need to finish cleaning up the back area of the shop where things got kind of put at the moment, just to get things taken care of. But we had to make room on the floor for the ventilation system. So this is our air purifier. So yeah, lots of changes happened in this area, but it's like, okay, now we don't really have quite enough because the woodworking tools needed a spot. So let's go out of this room and show the main transformation. So here is one of the rooms that received the biggest changes. This originally was a game room. I'll actually, out of interest, because I'm sure a number of people want to see what happened, I can show you where the rest of the game stuff is, but quick wide sweepage. This has now become a tool shop area. So I'll sweep over this way, but this is a section that hasn't been completed yet. We're still trying to figure out what to do with some of this stuff and get Nate's painting area organized, because this is where he does his minis. But this is my new airbrush area, complete with my compressor underneath. So I've got a nice little spray booth, and all my paints are right there, as well as my little electric cleaner. It's kind of nice having, because all of this stuff was originally in that small upstairs bedroom. We had this countertop originally, and it was just sitting on top of a table. We got some wood and made a nice little workbench for in here. So along in here now, we have my little Dremel tool stand, which I was using upstairs. We've got the drill press, nice scroll saw, a fantastic little sander. It's a belt and a disc sander. And a couple more tools down below. A really, really heavy lathe that I almost like put my back out trying to lift it up. And got just kind of a nice little variety of stuff. And it all has nice little homes instead of being crammed in the back. I now have a spot for all of my display things for when I do vending. And a nice storage shelf that we picked up for the totes. The big black and yellow ones are the ones that I take with me to shows. Again, we have a few more things to find homes for. The nice little dragons, they don't fit upstairs yet. We'll figure that out. We'll get things going. My Cricut, which used to be upstairs, is now down here, and it'll be connected to the little laptop that also runs the machines. We call that one Laser Command. Got a cute little table to help me lay things out on. Of course, gotta have CDs. And a spot for the sewing machine, which previously was on a closet shelf. And pain in the neck for me to get out. Now I have the ability to utilize it a little bit more. And then we have indoor saws. These are new ones, but the old ones are out in the garage, and where we're at, it gets really cold to try and use them in the winter. So we have the nice little DeWalt for inside, nice table saw, and a really, really useful Chicago Electric compound miter saw. And this one actually came in big time handy to do that. So, I can show off one more thing down here. So this area, which is right around the corner in the basement, is the staining area. So we got a nice little table here with a glass top on it just to make it easier to clean off. And a variety of stains with brushes, spray paints that I'll use in the spray booth, you know, that sort of stuff. And of course the respirator that is very important for a number of crafting reasons. So when I say that the downstairs, the basement area has basically become an entire shop, it pretty muchly has, because it consists of that original primary shop where the machines are, the new larger shop area where the wood tools and other assemblages are, and then this staining area, because, well, it actually is, it's also our laundry room, but it's pretty much the last room in the basement. So that's how we've got things set up as far as the shop area goes. There's my girl Phoenix. She's following me around as I'm doing this. And now we'll go ahead and take you upstairs and show you where the game room ended up and how cool that looks now. So now we're upstairs. That's moved from the original bedroom area. That's pretty much all original. We haven't really moved that much. This is where a lot of the changes happen. So that blue top game table used to be in that bedroom that I'll be headed to in a moment. And these side cube shelves were not there. We just got those. It helps us to go ahead and get things stored a little better. So I have my pirate collection and some ponies because, well, yeah. Ignore the boxes and stuff underneath. That's stuff that we are rehoming. More stuff in this area for decorations and special interests and stuff. Vintage ponies. By vintage, I mean first generation. So this oak table used to be a dining table. Used to be all the way downstairs in the basement in that big room. So that is now the centerpiece of this room. The entertainment center used to be downstairs. We moved that up. The cubes in the back are new. All the games used to be downstairs, kind of crammed all over the place. They are more organized now, which is very, very helpful. I'll kind of show you some of our crazy interests. Absolutely love T-Turtles games, or Unstable Unicorns, I guess. Unstable Games is their name. Got a spot for the pups to hang out. This also used to be downstairs, and we brought it up with all the Dragon collectibles. Another shelving unit, also new, to store a number of neat stuff. This got emptied out so that we could put, again, a lot of collective stuff. We're still finishing a few things, but you know. And then this is the gaming area for like the electronic games. Nate does this mostly, but we've moved a number of cool decorative items. There's Phoenix again. Hi, sweet pea. How you doing? So, that is the transformation. And I have to say, this right here, this isn't an actual tablecloth. I mean, it is now. Used to be a bed sheet for a queen bed. And I did a pretty bad ramming job, but nonetheless, I lengthened it to be able to fit the two leaves that I had to put in the table. And what I need to do now is I need to go back downstairs and I need to make covers for the sewing machine and the Cricut so that those don't get dust on them while we're using like the saw and stuff. So anyway, that has been the project of the last couple of weeks, and I hope you can see why it's taken so long and why I haven't been doing a lot of crafting, because everything got torn apart and put back together again. So, off to doing some more stuff, and, you know, just thought I'd show off how things can get repurposed and reused and, you know, find spaces, make it work. Happy crafting!